So I'm assuming we're always going to have a buddy.
Yeah, I think she's just gonna follow along with us in this case. Well, we have to investigate a few things. Let's have a look around. What floors does this elevator service?
Only the first and second. Although it can also go down to the cargo hold. However, that requires a flight crew keycard.
So the only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second, huh?
Yes.
Let's have a look around. I don't think anyone was expecting to find a dead body in an elevator on this flight.
So, Mr. Hicks, he's really dead?
She's trembling, although I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right there.
Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer yes.
I see she's over there trembling now. Although new symptom seems to have appeared. Anyway, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks' head. Could this be the cause of death? He appears to have been struck very hard. Even his glasses are broken. Oh, damn. There's something sticking out of his pocket. Hope you won't mind if I take a look at what's inside. It's a picture. Looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere.
Possibly a souvenir.
Intriguing. From a museum of some kind. What is this? There's an interesting-looking figure on the floor here.
Oh, that's a piggy bank of our company mascot, Captain Ugo. It's just one of many pieces of merchandise we sell at our in-flight shop. This bank is a limited edition and is so popular that we're down to the last one.
Damn. You have an in-flight shop?
Yes. It's just beyond the lounge to the right. The shutter to the store is closed at the moment. But it was open the whole flight up until Mr. Hicks' body was discovered.
There's blood on here. This has been the murder weapon? How robust is that?
Yes.
Money is strewn all over the floor of the elevator. I would guess it was all in Mr. Hicks' wallet at some point. What about the thing around his neck? That. I wonder what was hanging off of this lanyard. Something missing from this picture. Now if I could just put my finger on it.
Now what do
So
I...
something was attached to that lanyard.
Yeah? Why
this
can't I
what?
deduce something?
Is it one of the cards down there? Well, I guess we can try to deduce.
But what am I deducing? No, it's not connected
This
to
spot somehow
anything.
connected to any of it. No, that's not connected to anything.
I think we'll have to come back.
Yeah, we might have to find something else.
The in-flight shop is just beyond these shutters. But we don't have permission to open them, so I'm afraid I must leave them closed.
Must still be clues to be found here in this lounge. Must remain ever vigilant. Glasses and candles thrown in disarray by the turbulence.
It's been a while since I've seen this big of a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second. And I frantically started searching for gas valves to shut off.
Earthquake on a plane, okay, sure. I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake. Not that I would know, since I was unconscious for most of it. This is toppled over chair. Another victim of the turbulence.
Ah, no! Look at all the grape juice staining in the back. I cannot take the grape juice seriously.
It's such a weird joke.
It may not look it, but this chair was extremely valuable.
It was.
Yes. It was used when the Rocker Pals came to tour this plane. The Rocker Pals leader sat in this very chair.
I'm sorry, but what are these Rocker Pals?
I can't believe you've never heard of them. They're all the rage. Just like the, samurai guy. Why can't I think
Steel
of...
Samurai?
Yeah, the Steel Samurai. I'm like, what the hell? Wait, what is it? The Rocker Pals are an extremely popular international band. They added the Pals part as they became more popular, especially among teens.
That explains it. I'm not really one for the music of today.
Don't blame you. It sucks.
Maybe I should ask the Detective Gumshoe about them later.
You'll never get him to shut up.
On second thought, I can already see how confused the conversation will get. Ooh, a piano.
This grand piano is the pride of this plane. It can play the music of whatever CD we insert into its CD drive.
Wait, what? That's not a piano. It's more like an overgrown music box.
Ah, but its keys to press along with the music, as though there really is someone playing it.
Some people have entirely too much money to waste on overly complex toys. Kinda agree there.
Oh, you can see her run now. Woo!
Oh, that's a cute run.
I still say it does not match Edgeworth at all.
Oh, that... I just noticed that painting. That painting is meant to be like Napoleon, but it's not Napoleon on it. It's the president of some other country, probably Bourgogne or something.
No, it's probably the president of Go You.
No, because if you... Oh, that's right. You might be Go You. You might be right. But it's painted like it's Napoleon crossing the Alps. That's funny.
Yeah. This door leads to the flight attendant's room. But please understand that's off limits to unauthorized personnel.
The room is giving off the scent of women's perfume.
Brilliant.
Well, yeah, the attendants. one would think the perfume would smell great, but to me it simply smells. Not that I have any interest in what lies behind this door.
Perhaps we should return to the investigation, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth?
Sorry, I spaced out for a second there. These bottles and glasses must have been broken by the turbulence. There's quite a bit of broken glass here. Please be careful when passing through the area.
Thank you very much for the warning, Mr. Edgeworth. However, no matter how kind you are towards me, know that it does not clear up any suspicions I have about you.
I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing my name. A few copies of Sky Magazine in the magazine rack.
This month's special is an English trivia quiz.
That's not a bad idea. I've heard that the youth of today don't know a particle from a participle.
Now, please don't go around confusing people with made-up words, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, God.
Who's ever heard of a silly word such as participle?
Ugh. Case in point.
Oh, he's 28.
Oh my God, look at 62?
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, it's
a North European Republic.
It's Northern European? Okay.
So he's Danish.
Well, technically, yeah. Well, not be a Danish, but that means Burgundia is in Northern Europe? That's unexpected. Okay. Yeah, that's obviously a statue of the president. These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds, they tell me nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, you look like you're talking to the clouds.
Is that so? And tell me, what do you suppose I said to them?
I don't know, but it looked like a rather one-sided conversation.
The clouds, they tell me nothing. What or who is this?
This is a bronze statue of the founder of GoU Airlines, Mr. Hugo Hughes. The one on the left is of when he was in his 40s, and the other of him is in his 80s. They look the same.
Yeah, they look identical. The man ate it all over those 4 decades. Maybe I need to squint more. He might actually... Oh, yeah, we have the wine. There's some spilled grape juice in front of the elevator.
I can't take it seriously.
I assume it was spilled during the turbulence. Oh. Footsteps.
Yeah. Oh, we must clean that up or someone might get hurt.
Aha!
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I found some very important evidence. What is the important piece of evidence in this scene?
Na-na-na-na-na.
Na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na.
Wait.
Na-na-na.
It doesn't glow.
Yeah, it doesn't glow. You just have to click, I think.
What is it?
They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree they are a set of footprints.
So you think...
Yes, those belong to our killer.
Oh, then maybe we should check the shoe size of everyone in first class.
I don't think that will be of any help to us. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definite match.
Oh, I see.
But with that, we can probably cue some clues together.
Yeah, that's true. Logic!
Let's see. Where was the killer? Where was the killer spilled grape juice? I would say the two mixes would be where was the killer and spilled grape juice. At least as a start.
What?
Oh, no, it might be. I do not know. Let's see.
If we're wrong, I kill you. Nope.
Nope, they failed. The pieces don't fit together quite right.
Ow.
Then murder weapon and blunt force trauma. Those seem obvious. A statue with blood on it lying next to the body of a man who was beaten to death.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I think I figured something out.
Yes, what is it?
The way the blood is on this, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head.
Well, aren't we deserving of the Master of the Obvious title?
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't you think that's worth investigating?
It would appear that this figurine is our murder weapon.
Oh, I just knew it. I mean, I can't think of any other connection.
Perhaps Master of the Oblivious would be more befitting. I like how sassy Edgeworth is in his own thoughts, actually. So, nothing in here yet, I think.
I don't think we could get in here. There's still something to deduce, but I don't know what it would possibly be.
I think it is something around that lanyard, but I don't know what. Does this spot somehow connect to any of the evidence?
Would it be this?
Wait, would a travel wallet have been around the lanyard?
I don't know, it wouldn't be on the lanyard.
Because I suspect that lanyard has something to do with this.
Well, yes, I'm sure it does.
Because I think we've checked every nook and cranny we can here. We just need to deduce something.
Would it be this?
I don't know.
Because we're trying to get into the gift shop.
Yeah.
I don't know, we have extra. Nope, this is
completely.
This is so wrong. Yeah, this is just error. What's off? What is off?
I think it is the lanyard. It's something to do with the lanyard.
But what if we deduce something? Then what is it?
That's what I don't know. The killer in the elevator?
Possibly.
Okay, True, there wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, then that's a different story. Oh, yeah, now we can connect those two.
This and the grape juice?
Yeah, because then we can prove the killer rode in the elevator with Hicks. Yeah, okay, I have it.
I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder.
What? Really?
Yes, it's rather simple, actually. The proof is in the pudding, or rather, the grape juice in this case.
I hate the grape juice. It is the worst.
And these footsteps here confess to me this very fact, that someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that will mean a second person.
But couldn't the footprints be from Mr. Hicks himself?
Ah, but if you take a look at our victim's shoes, you can see the soles are spotless.
Excellent. Which means...
Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator.
Yay.
Intriguing. And something was being dragged. Because you can see stains. He was dragging something.
But what would it be?
Whatever was around the lanyard. Well, no, but that would not be big enough, would it? Do we have to talk to her? See?
Are you in need of assistance? I don't really think any of this is going to help us here.
It might actually help us to know a little bit about the victim, to be honest. I was wondering if you noticed anything, Mr. Naro?
Yes? I can't help but notice the sad atmosphere in here.
Yes, it is a rather tragic crime.
I'll say, robbing the poor man after bludgeoning him to death. Talk about rubbing in the salt.
I believe I mentioned this earlier, but no money was stolen from Mr. Hicks.
Oh, yes, you did. Sorry for the accusation. I still insist that there's something off or missing from when he was at his seat.
Oh, something is missing.
I can't forgive someone who would do this to a passenger of mine. I swear as a professional flight attendant that I will capture the culprit with my own hands.
And I promise as a prosecutor to solve this case with logic and deduction. I should go over all the leads I've collected so far one more time. The key to solving this lies at the intersection of my logic and the evidence.
That's not very useful.
Nah, unfortunately not.
What happens if I just go upstairs? Oh, I can't.
I don't think we can. We have to stay down here.
Okay, so they do keep you isolated. So something was dragged, but we're idiots. Look at the lanyard.
You can see, oh my god, yeah, you can see he has a phone attached to his lanyard. Oh my god. That's okay. So that's a deduction. That Hicks' machine is nowhere to be found.
We're amazing.
Yeah, we are totally amazing at this.
His machine?
His cell phone, Mr. Nairo.
Ah, so I guess because it's not here...
Yes, I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it.
There. That took forever. Oh, I feel much healthier.
What's going on over there?
I have no idea how I'd possibly do that.
Yep.
Oh my god, gobbledygook bull crap. So he's from Northern Europe, but this music doesn't sound Northern European.
It sounds very exotic.
I don't get this. Unforgivable. This is unforgivable. Do you understand what I'm saying? The movie is late.
Oh.
It is the same level of bad as if the plane arrived late. But the movie... What? I will not talk to you anymore. You are just wasting my time. What is the matter, Mr. LeBlanc? If there is no emergency, please return to your seat, sir. Do not tell me what to do. I need not to sit down. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, did you prove you are innocent yet?
If you would like, I will prove my innocence to you right now.
What nonsense! Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken?
Not mistaken, merely that there is room for doubt. I'd be more honored if you could please tell me what you saw in detail once more.
Shoot me.
You see you doing the finger guns.
Why? Fine. Suit yourself.
Oh, okay.
What I angrily saw.
What did you see?
I am certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator. It was when the needles on my pocket watch pointed to the 6 and the 12. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Do we know which proper needles? What pointing what way? The body was discovered 15 minutes after that in the lounge, yes? Then you, the only person in the lounge at that time, must be the criminal.
Mr. LeBlanc's conclusion seems to make logical sense.
Not really.
After all, the only person in the lounge at the supposed time of the murder was me.
So, my eyewitness testimony. If you think you can destroy it, then come, let me see. Hurry! Do I look like a man who is having the time to wait for you?
Why is he so irritated? I am the one accused of murder here.
I think he's just bored.
And very angry. Anyway, I must find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's account somehow, and fast. Okay.
Hold it!
Mr. LeBlanc, were you able to get a good look at the inside of the elevator at the time?
Of course, I saw what was inside.
And you're sure that the victim was in the elevator alone?
Yes, the only person inside was that Mr. Hicks man.
This last outburst is a bit too important, so let go.
Hold it!
Cool.
Was he really alone?
Of course. I will bet even 1 cent.
A cheap ante for a cheap testimony. If that's how you want to play it, I'll happily take your 1 cent.
So wait a second.
So I think we have to present something.
I mean, this might be what we do for the alone thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's why we had to present that previous thing, yeah.
Hold it!
I assume the pocket watch in this case is the one you keep checking, is that correct?
Oh, you noticed. It is a very expensive antique. I will have you know. The feeling is wonderful when I fully wind it up by hand.
It does look very well designed, and quite classy.
I will have to charge you if you want to touch it.
That's quite alright. Let's continue with your testimony.
Huh, what a cheap man you are. Now return the time you wasted back to me. And if we must, I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator at 6 o'clock. But I was discovered 15 minutes. Technically.
Hold it!
We cannot do much there, but it's true that I found the victim's body at 6:15.
And that's when I found the two of them as well. You see, it all matches my testimony. Then you're the only person allowed, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure.
Hold it!
That is the most mistaken way of thinking I've ever heard of.
No. Your silly opinion is what is mistaken. Please calm down, the both of you. In a sense, you are both mistaken.
Well, if that isn't the pot calling the kettle black, then I don't know what is.
Exactly.
I spy a little hole in his words. As you wish, Mr. LeBlanc. I will show you proof of my innocence, and I know exactly where we have to do it.
So it's that and then this?
I think so.
Objection!
Ah, I love the objection.
Mr. LeBlanc,
What is it?
there's a very glaring contradiction in your testimony.
What do you mean?
Please take a look at the area in front of the elevator. There, at the spilled grape juice.
Yes, and? Will you admit you also spilled it with the blood?
No, it spilled itself during the turbulence. But the interesting thing here is the set of grape juice footprints.
Footprints?
Yes, the ones that lead from within the elevator out into the lounge itself. It's the evidence that proves that someone other than Mr. Hicks exited the elevator alive.
Ugh.
There must have been another person in the elevator with Mr. Hicks. Now then, I'm done playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth?
Can you please translate for us? She looks dead.
Oh, can she speak Boknorian or whatever the hell it's called?
I'm sure she can, but look at her eyes. She looks dead.
She is so tired, holy shit.
No way. That's totally impossible. I guess is what he said. No way. That is totally impossible. I know there was no other person there. I saw it with my own eyes. That's still a totally unprofessional outfit, and it's purely
really
that
is.
way for fan service.
Oh yeah, totally.
If you want to know what I think, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying to us.
Suppose she's right, he doesn't seem to be lying. But then, what does it mean? What about this contradiction? Mr. LeBlanc, please just once more, will you recall the details of what you witnessed for me?
Brilliant. I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed my seat. I was always checking the time, over and over again. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me. And I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering. But I swear there was no one else inside. No one! Mr. LeBlanc, if you would please calm down. What? Dare you have... What? Dare you two have an issue with my eyewitness... Okay.
Oh yeah, because he's not an English speaker. Yep.
What? Dare you two have an issue with my eyewitness testimony? No, not at all. Please forget I said anything.
Yet again, he doesn't appear to be lying. But I can let his testimony stand as the truth. Okay? I like how your wife spread off his brow.
Just check the time.
Wait, if he was checking his time constantly, why was he also looking at him?
Because he upset him?
True, let's start going through. So are you still upset now?
I'm always upset. The only time I am not is when I have a piece of art in my hand.
It's surprisingly easy to believe that about him.
Brilliant. But I was even more upset when Mr. Hicks walked by me. Why?
Yeah, why?
Hold it!
Why were you so attentive to the time?
Because something unforgivable was happening.
Comes to think of it, you were yelling about something unforgivable earlier.
I was given a complaint to the attendant about the movie starting time. Return back to me my time in money. You understand the point.
Movie. You're talking about the in-flight one that's mentioned in the magazine. A summary of the plot and its start time. Interesting.
It's supposed to go from 6 to 8.
Yeah.
They were supposed to show License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder. I cannot see that movie in my country. You can only see it on international flights. I looked forward greatly to that movie.
Okay, then I can kind of understand him.
I checked my pocket watch whenever possible, so I would not miss it. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came on board. So my watch is not wrong. It matched the schedule. But the movie was still late. Very, very late.
Hold it!
Your pocket watch. I'd like to ask you a little more about it, if that's alright.
He set it to the destination time.
Oh, because time moves when you're flying.
My watch is set to the destination's time.
Oh my god, his time is wrong.
Hold it!
So this movie you mentioned, is it the one listed in the Sky magazine?
Yes! I was so looking forward to watching it. License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder.
Mr. Tenero, was this movie shown on this flight?
Yes, it was shown at the scheduled time.
Is it possible you simply slept through it by accident? Yeah, because he's completely gotten his time wrong.
Nonsense, you doubt me?
No, now stop pointing at me like that. What? Why did you miss a movie that he was clearly hoping to see?
I checked my pocket watch a great number of times. That much I know for sure. Hold on. Correspond to our departure time zone.
To our departure time zone, not destination time zone. That is very important.
Yeah.
You're sure about what you just testified, Mr. LeBlanc?
Yes, of course. I'm a very busy man. I am immediately busy when I land. I have many places to go, and no time to waste adjusting my pocket watch.
I see. That was a very valuable statement you just made.
Flatter me all you want, but you'll not get 1 cent out of me.
That's alright. All it requires is this piece of testimony. And that's where he made the mistake.
Objection!
Mr. LeBlanc, you said this just now in your testimony.
I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came on board.
Now, if your watch has been set to our destination's time, so it would mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination.
Yes, and the correct time is worth its 6 cents.
I would like to take a look at this. I'd like you to take a look at this. If you believe the Sky magazine, clocks in this flight run in accordance with the time zone of our departure time zone. Of course, the movie schedule was also created with that in mind. Mr. Nero, for confirmation's sake, what time zone is this flight aligned to right now?
Well, we made a short stop at a transfer point.
That's right. It was in that small Asian country, the Republic of Shengfa.
That's probably important later if they mentioned it.
Probably.
But we didn't readjust our onboard clocks at that time. So right now we are still running on Borgian time. What?
The time difference between Virginia and our destination is 9 hours.
So we really are just going from Asia to Europe.
Yeah, basically. In that case, it's only natural you would watch. Yeah, your watch would be out of sync with its schedule.
So it's 3 hours off.
Did you see that? Oh god! I hope we see that again. Further, with your analog watch set to our destination's time, it would appear to be running 3 hours fast when compared to the flight's onboard clocks. It also changes everything about your testimony, and you can bet 1 million cents on that. In light of this information, it means you saw Mr. Hicks 3 hours prior at 3 a.m.
How is this happening? My 1 million.
That should clear up all the remaining accusations.
So this basically widens the time frame for the time of death, right?
Yes, because Mr. LeBlanc saw the victim enter the elevator at 3 a.m. It means that the time of death could be anywhere from 3 to 6:15 a.m. Question now is, where was Mr. Hicks during that span of time? What was he doing?
I've got something to say.
And you are?
Yeah, I'm Cammy Meal. I'm a flight attendant.
Oh my god! And what is it you wish to say?
Well, I think your story is a little different from how I remember it.
Damn.
What do you mean, Cammy? I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know?
What? How can you be sure of the time?
Just listen to the music.
Yeah, she's just so dopey. There's just dopey sleepy music.
Oh, that's right. He pushed his call button while we were parked at the transfer point.
This flight will be making a brief stop to refuel transfer at the Republic of Shengfa between 4 and 5 a.m. As you all pets remain on board, okay. The stop we made before refueling cargo transfer in Xiangfei, correct?
Yes.
Xiangfei, correct?
Zhang Fa is definitely important in the future. They've mentioned it twice now.
Yep.
Yes, it was from 4 to 5 a.m. according to our clocks.
And during that time, did any of the passengers leave or did any new ones board this flight?
No, not a single person got off or on in Zhang Fa.
What about the flight crew?
The few who were handling the cargo transfer might have temporarily gotten on or off. Look at her face!
That's just so stupid.
Okay, Cammy, you're great. But eventually, everyone, including Cammy and myself, came back on the plane.
So basically, I can assume that no one left or got on since our initial takeoff. Interesting. I should keep that in mind.
Yeah, and I answered his call. I can tell you, Mr. Acme Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m.
Okay.
I like this music.
Alright, then that puts the time of the murder between 5 and 6:15 a.m.
Okay, now what time did you come down to the lounge, Mr. Edgeworth?
I remember coming down here almost as soon as we left the Republic of Shengfa. Ah!
You were here the whole time from 5, yes. Then you are the only one who could be the killer. Mr. Edgeworth, were you really here in this lounge the entire time from 5 a.m. onwards?
Unfortunately, yes.
But then, how do you explain the footprints? It's not that obvious. This man waited for Mr. Hicks here in this lounge, waited to kill him. And then he put the corpse into the elevator. This is when the turbulence happened. My eyewitness testimony may have been mistaken. But what time I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator on the second floor does not matter. Because of the entire incident concluded here in this lounge.
Everything happened in this lounge. Is that what you really believe, Mr. LeBlanc?
What? Do you have another idea?
I simply feel that there's something out of place in the scenario you presented. There's something that can tie this crime to a location other than this lounge.
I mean, technically it's this, right?
So I'm thinking it's either that or the image of the crime scene itself.
That's true. But this one specifically says it's being dragged.
Yeah, so I think it's that. These footprints, in which direction do you think these are headed?
That would be the in-flight shop.
Correct. They head in the direction of the shop.
But they look disconnected. They all end all of a sudden.
You're right to point out that they do not form one continuous trail to the shop. However, there's another piece of evidence that connects the shop to our crime scene. That's the footprints for those points to the in-flight shop, the Go U Airlines piggy bank.
Yeah.
Captain Ugo.
Oh, she's also 24. Her eyes look dead.
She looks so out there, girl.
She's
Like,
my new
is she,
favorite
like,
character, though.
Is she like drunk the entire time she's working?
She's my new. You can't get drunk in this game. There's only grape juice.
That's true.
Take that!
The murder weapon. This little piggy bank is sold at the in-flight shop. It's sold there and only there. It's not displayed here in this lounge. Now, then did it find it? Not how then did it find its way here? Don't you find that a tiny bit suspicious?
Such a trivial point. It only means you prepared it, taking it from the shop first before coming here. It doesn't prove you're innocent at all.
There's no way to win with this man?
Your watch is very awesome looking. Now go to your seat. If I may.
What is it?
You see, well, it's just as Mr. Edgeworth says.
Oh, and why do you know this so well?
Well, it's just that piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw it with my own eyes.
And when was this?
It was maybe around 5:40 a.m.?
Is that just before we hit that patch of turbulence?
That's right.
You were in the shop just before the turbulence.
Yes, I was.
Come to think of it, Miss Tenero, when I found the body, I believe you came out of that door.
You mean the door that is for flight attendants only? Yes, I did.
What is beyond that door?
That's the flight attendants' room.
Then you were on the first floor.
Yes. I had to do something at the shop and in the flight attendants' room. So I went to the shop first and then to the flight attendants' room.
Are you saying you passed by me at some point?
Yes, you seemed really into the issue of Sky Magazine you were reading at the time. I don't suppose you noticed me walking by.
I vaguely recall someone walking by. Didn't take notice of who it was.
So if the turbulence was at around 6 o'clock, right? He was out for about 10 minutes, and then he found the body, and that was like 6:15. Which means prior to 6, she went to the flight attendant's room. Because otherwise, she would have seen an unconscious guy on the floor and kind of freaked out.
Yeah, basically.
So, anyway, The piggy bank was definitely there at the shop when I went there.
Why did you go to the shop in the first place? And where did I get my investigation license?
I went there for a work-related matter.
Oh, she's hiding something.
Work, you say? Do they sell cubes for your hair in there?
Yes, the upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities.
Why did you not say anything about that until now is what I want to know.
In any case, I believe it's clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well.
Shall we head over there then? Oh my god.
Oh. What is it now?
So what is hers? Hold it!
Yeah, kinda.
Aren't you forgetting something, Miss Rhoda? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop?
Also, I just noticed. You notice on her model around her breasts that it actually extends a little bit by the nipple when
Yeah.
you put the clothing. Like, why is it doing that?
Why is she allowed to dress like this for first class? I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
No, I haven't forgotten, but I have already asked him for permission to search the entire plane. Also, she's my new favorite character, but why do I feel like she's guilty?
Yeah, she seems kind of weird.
So I think we're all right. Huh. That's weird.
What is?
Well, I just talked to the captain, see? And he said that he didn't give you permission to do anything like that at all.
What is the meaning of this, Miss Tenairo?
It means she's lying. Go on. Admit that you are. You said you had permission to search all over. But you don't. And yet, here you are.
Is this flight attendant politics we're looking into?
Yeah, you, flight attendant. What are you trying to do? Pull the sheep over us?
The captain's calling for you, Miss Rhoda. Oh, but don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way.
Uh-huh. Miss Tenairo, why would you do such a thing?
Please excuse me. Looks like I get to be in charge now. Please go back to your
okay.
seat, Mr. LeBlanc. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would follow me, I will be your guide from now on.
There's something about Miss Tenairo that has piqued my interest, my curiosity. But right now, investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority.
I really don't want
Intriguing.
her to be the murderer. Oh, cool, it's open. We'll deal with that next episode, though.